Hello everyone and welcome to another top 5 records video. And another one in the series of 1001 albums you must hear before you die, in which I'm taking a closer look at an album and ask the question, does it indeed belong amongst the 1001 albums you must hear before you die? And today I'm going to be talking about The White Stripes Elephant. The White Stripes Elephant. Now, I've been listening to this album digitally for quite some time, so I did know what was coming. But then again, I found this one. It is the 2021 pressing, which is supposedly better than the 2023 pressing. There are even people who say that this might be the best pressing of the album. It also was tough to find this one because when it was released, it was quickly sold out, at least here in the Netherlands. Now, I was in Bordeaux some time ago, and I found a still sealed pressing. You know, you can see I still have the original foil there and the original sticker, and I just put how do you call this? Looking for words. Just put another layer of protection around it. This album, well, let's just start off by analyzing it. Side A has 3 songs, and it starts off with Seven Nation Army. Now, I can imagine some people thinking, I've heard that song too many times on the radio, and there is an element of me which also thinks and believes, I've heard that song too many times on the radio. This pressing is so spot on when the needle hits this vinyl, and you hear I'm just melting. And the way Jack White's voice sounds so beautiful, so I'm gonna fight him off. I mean, like he's singing with his last breath of air, and the texture of his voice on this song, on this record, it is, man, this is one of the best songs of the decade of the zeros. It is so good, and the quality of the sound. And then you have 2 songs left on this side, Black Meth and There's No Home For You. Very good songs, very good songs. I mean, what a smacking opener. And then we go to side B. I just don't know what to do with myself. Ba-da-dum! Again, another side opener, which is just not a simple punch in your face. It's not, how do I say this? It's not a banger opener like Seven Nation Army, for example. It is fragile in most moments, and then it just lets out a scream, you know. I can imagine that this song, I mean, it reminds me of certain Pixie songs. I always find it a bit tough to compare songs, but a song like Cactus also starts very small and intimate, sitting here wishing I'd seen my floor. And then it punches out. That's just what this version of I Just Don't Know What to Do With Myself does, which is a cover, by the way. I Just Don't Know What to Do With Myself. In the cold, cold night, I want to be the boy to warm your mother's heart. It's also a very nice song. Side 3. Again, opening his night with a banger. 3 in a row. Ball and Biscuit. Bam! That is one hell of a song. The Harsh Button to Button is nice. Little Acorns is nice. Side D, Hypnotize is also quite good, but the other 3 sides have banger openers, which are spot on. Girl, you have a faith in medicine. It's true that we love one another. I think it's true that we love one another is a very nice, quick little tune. I mean, by now some people may realize that I like it when a tune is a bit quick, when it's a bit off. In this case, also the singing of, I mean, there are 3 voices singing, and not everyone is a very good singer. It reminds me a bit of that Velvet Underground album, The Velvet Underground, in which the drummer, I'm not sure what her name is. Is it Maureen Tucker? Please correct me if I'm wrong. But she is, she's not a singer, but she does If You Close the Door. And the conviction in that regard for me is more important than the technical quality of the voice. And it has a certain intimacy, because this record has been sung by one of the great voices of this decade. I'm serious. This century. I'm serious. Jack White has so much conviction, so much power, and he has such a great technical development in his voice. He can keep your attention for an incredible amount of time with very little instrumentation going on there. In a lot of the cases, it's just drums, guitar, and sometimes a little bit of bass there. And he grabs you. He tells the story. He knows he's very skillful, both on guitar, also on piano, by the way, but both on guitar and on the vocals. That if you end off with something which is a bit more fragile and perhaps even out of tune, I don't really mind that. I think as a whole, this album is a masterpiece. Seriously, I think this is one of the masterpieces of this century. So, should it be in the book 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die? Absolutely. Absolutely. I love this album. Now, do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.